Hey everyone. So, today we're doing something horrible, if I'm honest. And also, hey Billy, thanks for stopping by over on the Twitch side. And speaking of Billy, that horrible thing we are gonna be doing today is is mainly due to him. It's done by his hands. So, I don't have a game title on, for like the stream title today. And that's because I mean, this game doesn't really exist on Twitch. And I'm probably like the first and only person to ever stream this. Which I mean, most people would be like, "Oh, hell yeah, that's like, such a privilege. You're the first person to stream this on Twitch or Kick." Anyway, let me swap on over to the actual game itself, and then I'll talk a little bit about it. So we'll just kind of jump right into it.
このゲームに出てくる富武は全員富武なんだ。過激な富武的表現、行為は絶対の絶対に真似してはいけないぞ。
The Tomitake that appear in this game are all Tomitake. Imitation of their extremely Tomitake-ish appearance and actions is seriously ill-advised. Oh boy. Today we're checking out Tomitake Princess. If you suddenly become to have 12 Tomitake, what do you think? Moreoverly, they are so pretty, sweet, charming, and loving you so much. So most of you are probably wondering, what the fuck is this? So we'll talk a little bit about it first before we actually get started. So Tomitake Princess is a 2006 doujin title by a company known as Yakiniku Banzai. And it came out around the end of the original Higurashi run. So it came out before Umineko. And Yakiniku, I mean, we can assume that they're huge fans of Higurashi for making this. It follows Keiichi in the June of 1983 in a separate fragment. Keiichi visits Tomitake Island in hopes of romancing one of the 12 Tomitake. Each one is physically a carbon copy of the others, but their personalities cannot be any more different. There are 12 routes in the game, and mini games that you can unlock. And also, this is a fun tidbit included by Billy. Instead of Nscripter, the engine that Higurashi uses, I believe Umineko also uses it, at least the PC release. We've been seeing what Nscripter is like through that instead of the re-release for the Higurashi ports that Manga Gamer came out with. This was developed with Alicesoft's System 4.0 engine, one of Alicesoft's most popular series, Rans, also uses the engine for some of its games. Oh boy. And this patch came out last week, actually. It came out last Wednesday. It came out literally a week ago as an April Fool's Day joke by Billy, Akari, and Aru. So we've had Aru and Billy on stream before. He's in chat right now. And that's what we're going to be reading today. I'm going to try to do maybe 2 routes. Because there's 12. We're going to try to at least get through 2 of them. And this is more than likely going to be the only documented, translated playthrough of this game that exists probably on Twitch, on Kick, and on YouTube when this goes up, probably, I don't know, tomorrow or something when I edit this and get it uploaded. If not, on Friday. Oh boy. I was going to stream this last week, but I did take last week off just to kind of relax a little bit. But anyway, right now there's no music or anything, but let's just go ahead and get started. I might be a little bit louder than normal because I have to be pretty close to my screen. One thing to note is that this game, it does have audio. right? But you cannot edit the size of this. Like on my screen, it's a small window. It's like an 800 by 800 window or something. For you guys, it's full screen. You can see it like perfectly. If anything, I should like read this via playback or something. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. And yeah, like Billy said, he didn't translate the logo, but he translated everything else in the text. This text that you're seeing in the background in the purple, it's pretty fucking old. It's from 2006. So let's go ahead and get started. And let me just modify the audio for myself a little bit. Should still be good for you all. This is a tale of 12 Tomitake. The stars of this show are us, the 12 unique Tomitake. Our ages, our heights, we're all the same. All of us make wonderful Tomitake. Perfectly manly, perfectly honest, perfectly lovely, perfectly lonely. Ultimately, I should actually lower the audio a tiny bit more. I think that should be good enough. Sorry. We Tomitake are perfectly perfect, and we love our Oni-chan dearly. This is like a picture of some random like park in Japan. However, due to our individual circumstances, we're forced to live apart from our beloved Oni-chan. Thankfully, we're able to meet our dear Oni-chan here on Tomitake Island. Unfortunately, his vacation is only 3 days long, which bummed us out so much we started crying. We're so bummed because we want to spend all our time with Oni-chan. When the promised day comes, I wonder which of us Tomitake will be waiting for our Oni-chan under our Yashiro-sama's tree. Oh no. Oh, that's the plot of this fucking game. I know the island part. I know the island part, but most romance stories have some sort of, you know, they have some sort of like plot, or sorry, most romance stories or legends are like, hey, if you confess to your beloved underneath this tree in this fucking part of like behind the school or in the park or wherever, it's if you do that in spring or in fall or whenever, it is guaranteed that they will like love you back or something. Okay, so let's enter our name. Oh, it's typing it out by itself. And yeah, we play as Keiichi. I was just gonna go with K, but sure, that name is okay. Now please select my Tomitake. Okay, so we've got normal, clumsy, sporty, stylish, childish, feeble, good cook, inventive, mysterious, graceful, detective, crybaby, or normal. Now, I have been recommended to check out either childish or mysterious. So which would be better? We could do maybe 2 playthroughs, but we'll start with childish Tomitake, I think. So if you hover over him, his glasses light up. So, body type, burly. Height, tall. Chest, girthy. Among the 12 Tomitake, he is the smallest. Since being alone is miserable, he prays every day for the chance to play with Oni-chan. The direct way in which he expresses his love is typical of Tomitake. Let's go with this Tomitake. Childish Gamitake. These backgrounds are throwing me the fuck off because of how modern they look. they look so much cleaner than the ones in Higurashi or Umineko. But again, that's just the stylistic choice that Ryukishi went with, where he just hyper saturates them. But anyway, we finally arrived. This is the place, right? This is Tomitake Island, huh? It's super far away. The Tomitake should be waiting for me here, but where are they? I've only got 3 days to spend with the Tomitake. I should hurry up and find those cuties soon. June 17th, 1983. Select the Tomitake you want to meet. I thought I already selected. Okay. Well, we chose Childish. Where is he? Crybaby. Here's Childish Tomitake. Oh, look at these fucking places. Tomitake's room, residential district, forest, shrine, town, city, shopping district, Oyashiro-sama's tree, mountain path, fairy tale path, or the harbor. So let's go with Childish Tomitake. Oh boy. Onitama will be coming soon. I think that's Tomitake over there. Ah, is he not here yet? Here yet? Oh god, he's fucking Rena. If he doesn't hurry up, Tomi will get restless. He's just crouching over there. I wonder what he's doing. Unless he was humming. Is he drawing something in the dirt? What's you drawing? Yeah! Onitama, Onitama, Onitama. Hey now, you don't need to cling on to me so quickly. I mean, you moved as fast as a train just now. Train? Choo-choo! Tomitake imitated the sound of a train. That innocent side of him makes him so cute. Tomi, really wanted to see Onitama today, you know? Oh yeah, what were you drawing in the dirt earlier? This? It's Onitama. Wow, good job. Onitama, Tomi wants to play with you until we can't go anymore. Select the Tomitake you want to meet. I think we just stick to him, right? It's just him. No, this is the Tomitake's. At the Mayabara Mansion? Excuse me? Oni-chan, is this where you've been? Tomitake, perfect. Apparently, near the hill at the heart of Tomitake Island stands a huge western mansion. I asked the Tomitakes about it and I went to check it out, but I got lost. That's alright, Aniki. We'll show you the way. On the road where I had found myself getting lost, the Tomitake started to appear. With so many chance encounters, something good will probably happen. Right? Thanks, Tomitake. You're all lifesavers. No biggie. In exchange, I'll be expecting some hot support from you, Aniki. Roger that. So, Oni-chan, should we get going? Don't be in such a hurry now. Also, where are we headed off to? Come along and you'll see. Wow, Onitama, you really came. Yippee! As we exited Fairy Tale Path and walked along the foot of the hill, a massive Western-style mansion loomed over us. Tomi has been waiting like a good boy this whole time. A good boy? Are you saying you waited around for me without falling asleep once? I'd never fall asleep like that. I did good waiting for you, right, Onitama? I see, that's wonderful. After saying that, I pat Tomitake's head gently. Onitama's hand. Also, it seems like this island has a bunch of old mansions like this, huh? Oni-sama, have you finally arrived? Oh, I had a feeling you guys would be here. When we finally arrived in front of the Western-style mansion, the rest of the Tomitake were already gathered out front. Guys, how come you're all out here? Ain't it obvious? Everyone's waiting for you, Ani. Oni-chama, did you build up a sweat coming here? I have a towel for you. Isn't that one of the rags we were using to clean the house earlier? Eh? Oh no, I'm sorry, Oni-chama. Don't worry about it, Tomitake. It's the thought that counts, right? Sorry, Onichama. Anyway, did you guys mention cleaning? Since Tomitake was getting increasingly more upset, I tried quickly pivoting to a new topic. All of the locals here refer to this house as the Maebara Mansion, Onisama. The Bara Mansion? Yes, Onisama, although I'm not really sure how that name came to be. Do you think it's because no one else lives here? Nope, we reserved it just for us. Reserved? Our party will be staying here, at this estate. Anigimi-sama, we have ensured that your room will be spotless upon your arrival. This place is great. Good job on reserving it. Ah, I see. Tomitake rented it for my sake. Thank you, Tomitake. Did Tomitake do good, Nia? Is Nia happy? Yeah, I'm glad. Nii-sama, hurry up and get inside. Tomi has cooked you a scrumptious meal. For real? I'm looking forward to it. Tomitake's cooking is delicious as always. Is that Tomitake over there? I wonder where he's headed. Let's check it out. I followed him for quite a while, and up ahead is... a huge park. A colossal tree stands in the corner of this park, towering over everything. Just seeing it stopped me in my tracks. It really is a humongous tree. At its roots, Tomitake was standing peacefully. Took you long enough, Ani-kun. He says this as if we knew I'd follow him. How did he figure that out? This Tomitake is way too mysterious. Why'd you drag me all the way out here? Ani-kun, do you know anything about this tree? The tree? No, but I take another look at the tree. It really is incredible, and it makes me wonder what kind of colorful history it has. If it didn't have that kind of a history, I don't think Tomitake would be interested in it. After a brief pause, Tomitake began speaking in a low voice. This is known as Oyashiro-sama's tree. The legend of this sacred tree has been passed down on this island for generations. Sacred? Now that I think about it, there's no way in hell this could be a normal tree, right? Well, just once a year, if you make a wish under this tree, and that wish will come true or something? Tomitake answered with a wordless nod. I've even heard that confessing your feelings will allow the tree to fulfill your romantic desires or something like that. I also feel like I've heard that somewhere. I want to test it out. Tomitake cracks a smile as he says this and gazes at the tree once more. Only one chance per year, and we leave on the 19th. That sucks. There's nothing to worry about. After all, that promised day is June 19th. So just for the record, as a recap, I've been going at this for 15 minutes. Keiichi came on a boat to an island where he was going to meet up with some friends. Those friends being 38-year-old men in Speedos that all look the same, are the same, and the only different thing is their personality types. And he's staying with all of them in a mansion rented out just for them for the next 3 days. Just so that we're all on the same page here. They're also all very burly for some reason. I recall Tomitake's words from earlier. This is known as Oyashiro-sama's tree. The legend of the sacred tree has been passed down on this island for generations. Well, just once a year, if you make a wish under this tree... I've even heard that confessing your feelings will allow the tree to fulfill your romantic desires. Or something like that. A confession, huh? Didn't he also say something about all the others already knowing about this too? All of the Tomitake What am I gonna do when the 19th comes around? The 19th is the day after tomorrow, right? So 2 days. I wonder how I should spend them. The Tomitake I like is... they're all so cute. Picking just one is impossible. Which Tomitake should I spend time with tomorrow? That night will be filled with the joy of being with the Tomitake, as well as the joy of going to Yashiro-sama's tree to offer up a confession. Thinking about the 19th really makes it hard to fall asleep. June 18th, 1983. Select the Tomitake you want to meet. Yeah. Let's find Childish Tomitake again. Graceful, inventive, sporty, detective, normal, mysterious, crybaby, childish. So these two seem to always be together so far. Childish and crybaby, I think. Anyway. Today I'm going shopping with a cute Tomitake. What's up, Tomitake? Whenever Tomi is with Onitama, Tomi feels super whoosh. Whoosh? It means super duper happy. Whoosh. How cute. I think that's his way of expressing adoration. By the way, is there anything specific you want me to buy today? You want to buy today? Tommy thinks this is love at first sight. Tomitake said this and then pointed at a train set in the display case of a toy store. Oh, but Tomi only belongs to Onitama. Maybe it's because he realized he used the phrase love at first sight, but Tomitake quickly appended his statement with that. Did you know that I like trains too? Onitama belongs to Tomi. Hey, Onitama. Tomitake starts clinging to me, so I lift him up. Huh? Keiichi, you're like 15 and a stick. Oh well, whatever. So I lift him up gently. It seems like Tomitake is getting upset since I'm splitting up my affection instead of giving it all to him. This is a model train. Even though others call this a model, it's just a hunk of plastic made to look like a train. This is... Oh, we could play together in the bathtub with this. Onitama, do you want to play? Here, this is a present for you, Tomitake. Really? Really? Yay! Onitama, I love you. You're a good boy. A train, choo-choo. It seemed like he loved it. Tommy will keep being a good boy. Will Onitama play with Tommy then? Of course. Huh? Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Detective Tomitake is still really funny.
Onitama?
I read that I'm glad you haven't died on this route yet, and I was about to say, what do you mean die on the route? What do you mean there's deaths in Tomitake Princess? Onitama. Whoa, what the hell? That's cold. Onitama, I got hotter today, so Tommy thought he would cool Onitama off like pew pew. Pew. Hey, cut it out, that's freezing. I was peacefully dozing off before Tomitake came in and suddenly... Wait, what is this, water? Tomitake, didn't you know that using water guns inside someone's room is a no-no? Onitama's angry. Hold up. Tomitake dashed off without a hint of remorse on his face, so he's definitely doing this for attention. What a cute little shit. Tomitake, I'll never forgive you. Onitama. The moment I stepped out of the mansion, I could feel that Tomitake was hiding somewhere in the garden. With how innocent he is, he probably just thinks we're playing a game of tag. If that's the case, I definitely won't let him win. Okay, I'm coming for you. Save your game? Yeah. Okay. Find the hidden Tomitake. Gotcha. You found me. Alright, now it's your turn to find me. No, Tomi doesn't want Onitama to go. He's fucking naked? Oh, oh my god, his Speedo is missing. Oh no. It's censored, but still, that's so fucking weird. Just don't look below, I guess. I was supposed to be it next, but Tomitake started hugging me so tightly that I couldn't get away. Well, that's okay. This is it then. Tomitake looks satisfied. With Onitama. Yay! Oh boy. Man, today was so fun. I wish I could keep hanging out with those Tomitake cuties forever. But tomorrow's already the end, huh? Who should I spend time with tomorrow? Yashiro-sama's tree, huh? Isn't there a local legend about that tree granting wishes? Keiichi, I know you're like super forgetful in the visual novel, but come on. You were told about this like a day ago. Okay, so they're repeating themselves. A confession, huh? I think the Tomitake must each be holding onto some kind of sadness, buried deep within those burly chests of theirs. I've got it. If I can take them with me to Yashiro-sama's tree, maybe I can use my wish to get rid of that sadness for them. Alright, that settles it. I'll make sure my wish gets granted for Tomitake's sake. I'd do anything for those cuties. Come on, Date. Hurry up and roll over. Oh boy. June 19th, 1983. Select the Tomitake you want to meet. There's only one. I read that as Ichitake. But no, it's the Tomitake's. Today's breakfast is a buffet party with all the Tomitake. Today's weather is great. Something good will definitely happen today. Oh, Anichama's eating a sandwich! Tomitake? Yeah, I'm eating one, but what of it? I've been looking into some of Anichama's secrets. Hehe, I wonder what kind of ingredients are in that sandwich. Ingredients? Now that you mention it, what the heck is this? That stuff might be red, but it's not ketchup. Those are chili peppers. Chili peppers? How come they're not spicy? That's due to Tommy's special spice blend. Spice blend? It's a secret. Now that you mention it, I do see the crushed peppers in the sauce spread out over the bread. But it's not spicy at all. In fact, it's even a little sweet. If Tomitake's spice blend could even make something like chili pepper taste this sweet, I wonder what the heck it's made of. Anue-sama? Tomitake, you look well today. Well, since today is Anue-sama's last day and all, I just couldn't bring myself to stay in bed all day. Feeble Tomitake. He seemed like he's pushing himself, but his smile seems genuine. Can you imagine, like, we do his storyline, he's got, like, turbo cancer? He's got, like, you know, anime protagonist father syndrome. He's gonna die of some mysterious illness soon. Oh? Anue-sama, that sandwich looks delicious. Tomitake, that has chili peppers on it. It might not be spicy, but still. Down the hatch, Anue-sama. Tomitake? Yummy! I guess it was so tasty that it stopped Tomitake in his tracks. What the hell? I got worried for nothing. But he called today the last day, right? Has it really been... I'm sorry, has it really already been... No, has it really been 3 days already? Is the correct sentence, Billy. Saying time flies when you're having fun would be an understatement. Nia. What's up, Tomitake? I looked in his direction and found him misty-eyed. Oh, he was crying. It was nya. He hugged me tightly. I don't want Tomitake and Nia to separate. It seems like Tomitake and I are thinking about the same thing right now. Nia, Tomitake will be a good boy, so please, don't go. Dummy, I already know you're a good boy, but today's still the end of my trip. After this, we'll be separated again for a while, huh? Speaking those thoughts out loud would probably do nothing but hurt this innocent Tomitake. Oh, I thought he was saying, like, I thought he was crying because it had like sobbing. Anyway, I definitely think it's better to let them live out a dream as sweet as candy than force them to such a harsh reality onto them. Even if all I'm doing is postponing their return to reality, I still think that's a good thing. Tomitake, do you know about the huge tree on this island? Huge tree? Oya, oya. Oyashiro-sama's tree. Have you heard about it? Did Tomitake hear you right? I heard that if we make a wish underneath the tree tonight, Oyashiro-sama will grant it. Hey, why are you crying? I heard it from Tomitake earlier. The tree can only grant one person's wish. What? If Tomitake's wish doesn't get granted, then Tomitake can't help but... Are you sure that's right? Tomitake gave me a silent nod. What the hell? So that means... Tomitake, or more specifically, the one I invite to wait for me under Oyashiro-sama's tree, can only be one of them? So then, what about the other Tomitake? What will happen to the ones I couldn't get close with? Select the Tomitake you want to meet. Crybaby, I still can't get over that. Childish in the forest.
お兄様
Whoosh! Whoa, what the hell? I got Onitama. Tomitake, did you throw this rope? Yep. It took me a while to figure out what was going on, but it seemed like Tomitake had caught me up in the lasso he threw at me. That's an incorrect sentence. It seemed like Tomitake had caught me in a lasso he threw at me, not caught me up. That's kind of weird. Anyway, that rope caught me so well that I felt like I couldn't move at all. And at the end of that rope, this means Onitama is all mine. This cute little shit. Tomitake's innocent laugh was juxtaposed with him slowly reeling me in by this rope. Once I was pulled all the way in, he hugged me tightly. Onitama, will you stay with Tommy tonight? Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I love you, Onitama. I also can't blame Billy on the translation. He like rushed this shit out for April 1st. Soon, the sun will be setting. I have to make it to the base of Oyashiro-sama's tree while it's still light out. Tomitake. 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 Everyone, all of my Tomitake are so burly. They're all so cute. Among all of them, I can only choose one Tomitake. I seriously can't make a decision like that. I love them all. Those girthy chests, those delightful smiles, all of them are perfect. But I still have to pick one. And then the one I pick will wait for me beneath Oyashiro-sama's tree. I have to head there while the sun is still out, and tonight, our wish will be granted. Tomitake. My beloved Tomitake. Tomitake will definitely be waiting for me up on that hill. I believe in him. God. My wish. Tomitake's wish. They're probably the same. I believe in that. Tomitake. Onitama. You're here. Onitama. Tomitake. Onitama. It's really you, Onitama. Tomitake. I'm in love with you. Onitama, I love you. The two of us pledge our eternal love in front of Oyashiro-sama. Tomi, was worried about whether or not Onitama would actually show up. You're so cute, Tomitake. As I embraced him and stroked his head gently, Tomitake cried out to me in a cute voice. Tomi is so happy. Oh right, it's almost nighttime. Have you given any more thought to your wish, Tomitake? Tomi, wants to become a train. Huh? Many years later. Tomitake cutely blows his whistle as he runs along the tracks. Tomitake really did become a train. With his body of black steel trembling as I got on board, Tomitake began to take me for a ride along the railroad tracks. Outside of the window, his steam whistle was blowing, and I guess he can't help but have fun when I'm one of his passengers. That's at least what the sound of that whistle made me feel. Tomitake, even as a train, I'm still in love with you. Okay, Tomitake, where are you taking me today? There's cutscenes in this? It's a credit sequence. Okay, I'll be quiet for this. This is bad. I'm on my way. What's the situation? A dead body found on Tomitake Island. What did you say? This is terrible. The guys down at Forensics discovered that the Vic clawed out his own throat with his nails. Yeah, it's missing a width. Anyway, he clawed out his own throat? The Vic is Jiro Tomitake. Seems like he came here for sightseeing. We got another. This time, a body was found at the harbor. You want a background check yet? It appears to be Jiro Tomitake. This one also clawed his own throat out. Oi-san, we've got another body at the auto shop. Don't tell me. It's Tomitake, right? And he died from clawing out his own throat, right? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Oi-san. That makes 11, huh? Something truly, truly magic must have happened for all these Tomitake to all die at the same time. It would seem that all of them were naked. And now we have music. You can't see my face, but my mouth was agape for like 30 seconds. We grant the wish of one Tomitake, and the other 11 die. Oh my god. Alright, give me 1 second. Okay. We can do one more. We can do one more quick run. So let's start another route. And we can just skip ahead. So we'll get to Keiichi typing in his name. If I would have been given a choice, I would have done just K. Like just the letter K, like in the mini games. But anyway, so let's select our Tomitake. And we're gonna go with where are you? Mysterious Tomitake is next.
Ani-kun.
So, same stats, right, for his profile. The cool and mysterious mood of this Tomitake gives off comes from his love of the occult and magic. It's often hard to get a good read on him, but it seems like he adores Oni-chan. Question mark. And we'll go with this Tomitake. Okay, it's probably going to be the same intro. Yeah, so we're going to skip ahead a tiny bit. Just to this. Like, select the Tomitake you want to meet with. So we're going to meet with Mysterious Tomitake and then go from there. So, where is he? Here he is.
Ani-kun.
This island sure is big, huh? Tomitake told me he'd be waiting up on top of the hill, but I don't know if he'd actually bother climbing all these steps. When I reached the top of the hill, a huge tree stood looming over everything. Whoa, that tree is crazy tall. I knew you'd come, Ani-kun. That voice. Tomitake. Hiya, Ani-kun. Or, hiya, Ani-kun. Thank goodness you're actually here. Were you looking for me? That makes me happy. I've been wanting to talk to you for a while now. By the way, what are you doing all the way out here? You sure you want to know? Tomitake shot me the same mysterious smile he usually does, but something about his smile today feels off. Ani-kun, the thing about this island is, I find it really, really interesting. So you came here thinking it could satisfy your curiosity? Curiosity? Yeah, that might be one word for it. Ani-kun, are you familiar with the legend of this tree? The tree? As I gazed at the tree, it almost seemed as if it was sprouting out of Tomitake's back. Of course, I've never heard of any legend. However, there's no way in hell it doesn't have some kind of colorful history, especially if Tomitake has an interest in it. If it's okay with you, how would you feel about spending these 3 days investigating the legend with me? Okay, well let's go with it. Oni-chan, is this where you've been? Ah, Tomitake, perfect. Apparently near the hill of this heart of the... Oh, okay, yeah, so we can skip this one. Yeah. So here's where we meet all of them, right? And then we get told the same story again. And this should be the same thing, right? Yes. Okay, so we can skip that. So let's go back to finding Mysterious Tomitake. There he is.
Ani-kun.
Is he gonna be at the tree the whole time, I wonder? Tomitake should definitely be up on this hill. I mean, he was talking to me about the legend of the tree so enthusiastically yesterday, after all. Since Tomitake is obsessed with things like local legends, magic, and the occult, it's no surprise he'd take an interest in something like this. And actually, I think I want to learn more about Oyashiro-sama's tree to satisfy my own curiosity at this point. Yep, he's here. Ani-kun, I knew I'd find you here. Climbing up on that hill really had me working up a sweat. You really came for me. Tomitake shot me his usual mysterious smile. Well, at least he looks happy that I came. Thinking about that made me a little happy too. actually came out here because I thought we could have a little chit-chat. Chat with me? Yep. I'm so happy, Ani-kun. Tomitake said that and gazed at the tree. I think he was blushing a little bit. Did you find anything? About Oyashiro-sama's tree, that is. Yes, Ani-kun, but also, not really. Huh? Not really? Yesterday, I did some rounds on the island and asked the locals a lot of questions. He was probably asking around about the local folklore. And did you hear anything interesting? It's probably nothing, but under this tree, if a person... Tomitake stopped talking and began stroking his chin as if he was in deep thought. Tomitake, why'd you stop there? What comes after under this tree if a person... In the end, Tomitake didn't reveal anything else to me. He's being a little coy about it. Is he gonna be here again? Yep.
Ani-kun,
I'm back here again. I didn't have any specific reason for coming, so I wonder what keeps drawing me back here. How mysterious. The sun is beating down overhead, but the shade underneath this huge tree cools the surrounding area, making it almost feel like a different world. That voice just now. Was that Tomitake? Over here, Ani-kun. Sorry, it also just hit me. He was talking to the locals? Who the fuck are the locals on this island? Who are the locals in Tomitake Island besides Tomitake? You're telling me there's other people here? Can you imagine the entirety of the village? Like all 1,000 or whatever people are living on this island instead of, in Hinamizawa? Anyway. Tomitake, where are you? No matter where I looked, I couldn't spot him. At first, I thought he might have been hiding out in the shade of the tree, but... Over here, Ani-kun. Seriously, where the hell is he? Tomitake's tone of voice made me think he was having fun with teasing me. Why he found that fun was a mystery to me. Well then, I guess I'll just have to meet your expectations by finding you. And then we'll save our game. Find the hidden Tomitake. Easy peasy. You found me. So you were here, huh? Tomitake was hiding in a dugout near Oyashiro-sama's tree. Dugout is actually kind of underselling it. It was a veritable ditch, and at his feet in the ditch was... What is this stuff? It looks like cotton. Cotton? It was just like Tomitake had said. The bottom of that person-sized ditch was lined with white cotton. Whoa, that's a hell of a lot. But why is there so much down there? It could be a part of tomorrow's ritual. When you say tomorrow's ritual, do you mean the one about making a wish under a Yashiro-sama's tree? Yes, perhaps. Ani-kun. Ani-kun is showing interest. I'm so happy. There's his mysterious smile. But if that's the case, then come tomorrow night. This white cotton will be stained red. And there's his mysterious smile again. Man, today was so fun. I wish I could keep hanging out with those Tomitake cuties forever. But tomorrow's already the end, huh? Who should I spend time with tomorrow? Already covered this, but you know. June 19th, 1983. Oh, there's the Tomitake. So we can skip this one as well. It's gonna be another sandwich scene, right? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, chili peppers. How come they're not spicy? It's a secret. Detective Tomitake. Oh no, he's probably investigating mysterious Tomitake, I bet.
Ani-kun,
He's gonna be like, and then he's gonna call us some version of like Oni-chan. Well, this is rare. If you knew Tomitake, you would have expected him to already be back at Yashiro-sama's tree, but he was standing stock still in front of the mansion. Hey, Tomitake! The instant I called out to him, he began feverishly gyrating his hips. Tomitake, what the hell are you doing? Ani-kun, could you not talk to me right now? Tomitake's ass cheeks were swinging from side to side. That scene was so overwhelmingly sexy that I started feeling a little uncomfortable. What the hell are you doing? This is part of a ritual. Ritual? Tomitake's cheeks and massive pecs continued jiggling. According to Tomitake, gyrating his hips like this will let him summon some kind of god of the underworld or something. But why do you need to summon something like that? It should be obvious. I want to grant my wish for you to meet me under the tree tonight. You could have just asked me directly, you know. His only response to me was that mysterious smile. Soon the sun will be setting. I have to make it to the base of Yashiro-sama's tree while it's still light out. Tomitake. 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 Everyone, all of my Tomitake are so burly. They're all so cute. Among all of them, I can only choose one Tomitake. I seriously can't make a decision like that. I love them all. Those girthy chests, those delightful smiles, all of them are perfect. But I still have to pick one. And then, the one I pick will wait for me beneath Yashiro-sama's tree. I have to head there while the sun is still out. And tonight, our wish will be granted. Tomitake. So mysterious. So manly. He's the only Tomitake for me. Tomitake will definitely be waiting for me on that hill. I believe in him. My wish. Tomitake's wish. They're probably the same. I believe in that. This really is like generic romance visual novel flute music. Like every single visual novel set in like a school setting or involving love has a song just like this. I think Bible Black even had one. I'm trying to remember. I read that shit ages ago. But I'm pretty sure even Bible Black had a track like this, where it's just the flute as the primary instrument, some percussion in the background, and that's it. Tomitake! You really came for me, Ani-kun. Tomitake! You really did come for me. So happy. I love you, Tomitake. I love you, Ani-kun. Ani-kun is all mine. The two of us pledge our eternal love in front of Yashiro-sama. Alright, let's get going before night falls. Let's go to Yashiro-sama's tree. Yes, we're already here. What the? Yashiro-sama's tree is glowing. This can't be. What? At this rate, Yashiro-sama's tree will disappear. Why? I don't understand. Maybe something went wrong during the ritual. What's going to happen when it disappears? This island, no, the entire planet will most likely be destroyed. It's just Hanyu, like, being disappointed in what the fuck Keiichi's doing. She's like, this shard is not worth saving. I'm sorry, Irika, there's no way. There's no way to salvage it. The entire planet? The disappearance of this tree can only lead to the unbalancing of this world's mana. So what can we do? It'll be okay. Just let me handle it. Tomitake. Ani-kun, just know that no matter what form I take in my next life, I will always be watching over you. Tomitake, no way! I will become Oyashiro-sama's tree. Don't do it, Tomitake! I love you so much, Ani-kun. Tomitake! I will always be watching over you, Ani-kun. Tomitake, there was one last thing I wanted to ask you. A second tree sprouted up right next to Oyashiro-sama's tree. No way! Was Tomitake mistaken about the original disappearing? My memories of Tomitake. Please don't leave me. The world might still disappear. Tomitake! Like, just picture Keiichi screaming with his like the stupid pitch that he does when he laughs, where he's like bah or whatever. Oh boy. And then this is supposed to be the same ending. So just them. Oh boy, he really was a truly mysterious Tomitake. So now we've got one more thing to do, and that's by going to the extras menu. And you could play, you know, Tomi Hide and Seek. There's Tomi Sampler, which I assume is the theme song at the end. Or, you hear that? If you click on his Speedo, there's a secret staff room. Just like in other Higurashi titles. Hello, and congratulations on finding the secret staff room. Not many people would think to click on Tomitake's Speedo on the Omake screen. He must be a legendary pervert. My name is Billy. This might be our first time meeting. It's not. For those of you in which that is the case, I'd like to thank you for playing one of my patches. For those returning customers, oh my god, I'd like to offer my thanks for your continued support. Oni-chan, can you believe Billy decided to spend his time translating Yaoi Kusoge instead of reading Shiel's route in the Tsukihime remake? Well, I think it was time well spent. And boy, it was a lot of time. I wore quite a few hats for this project, from translating most routes, to doing all the graphics, working on the engine, and even adding this secret staff room. In fact, we're adding this just a mere 2 days before the shut the fuck up. Holy shit. Are you fucking serious? You're even ripping off Ryukishi when he's like, we're even adding the secret staff room and Comic Head is in 3 days? Oh no. Anyway, I wouldn't have been able to finish this patch without the help of a few key individuals. Firstly, I'd like to introduce Akari. Well, hello there. The name's Akari. I've ended up assisting Billy with some of the translation, even doing one of the routes. This may or may not be our first time meeting, but if it is, welcome aboard. I hope to continue seeing such beautiful people around in the near future. You handled the stylish Tomitake route, right? I typically read each route before I translate them, so I genuinely don't know what to expect from that one yet. What do you think of it? You're right on the spot with that. Stylish Tomitake ended up being way too cute with their interactions with Keiichi. I couldn't keep myself composed half the time. I'll say, it's cinema. Speaking of proofreading, please also welcome Aru. Hi there, Oni-chan, I'm Aru. This is the third time I've worked with Billy on a project. My job was mostly proofreading, editing, and pointing out mistakes. Well, I just pointed out 2, I think, at this playthrough. So I get to be added to the secret staff room now. Billy and Akari can't see things graphically when actually translating, so actually going through the script in Engine is often necessary. Thank you for reading Tomitake Princess. He's totally right, you know. While translating, I'll sometimes have to pop back in-game in order to see what the heck is actually going on. It doesn't help that System 4 can't accept Japanese text for function names, and so many of the ones in this project look similar at a quick glance. I ain't memorizing all that. Anyway, one of the times I had to read in Engine for myself was the end of Childish Tomitake's route. Did either of you guys read it? Unfortunately. Well, I won't spoil it here in case you all at home haven't read it yet. It's a real treat. Sorry to go off topic a bit, but have either of you played Slay the Spire 2 yet? It's still in early access, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't have trouble putting it down. I don't often play roguelikes, for that exact reason actually. An addicting game that can go on forever. That'd kill my backlog. That's been me with RimWorld recently. Like, I started replaying Shin Megami Tensei 5 with like a Demon Expansion mod. And then recently I was like, you know what if I check out RimWorld real quick? It's been raining, it's been cold, and I usually play that game when it's raining and cold out. And time flies by. Literally. It's like, I'm gonna start a new colony for the 17th time. And it just flies by. Anyway, that'd kill my backlog. Same thing with Balatro. You were a pretty big fan, right, Billy? Still am, much to Mrs. Billy's dismay. Akari, you play any roguelikes lately? Akari? Oh no, I think Akari just read the Childish Tomitake ending and is now stunned into silence. Well, that's bound to happen to most people who play Tomitake Princess. It's true, I went through a lot of tissues during playtesting. I won't have you elaborate on that. You sure? I'm positive. HIV? Instead, why don't you tell everyone at home about what games you've been into lately? Oni-chan, since this is a Higurashi-themed parody novel, have you read all of Higurashi? Also, have you made sure to read Umineko? It's a little funny how there are 13 people in Tomitake Island. Also, Detective Tomitake's speech tick aligns a little too perfectly with a certain drill-haired character, doesn't he? I recently finished The Legend of the Golden Witch. It's so fun coming up with random theories as to what's going on. If you haven't, you should do so. While you're at it, you should see if there's any other mystery games you'd be interested in. I've been a real fan of the Somnium Files series recently. Oh, I'm a big fan of Uchikoshi's work too. I think his work I think his work on the Infinity series is highly underrated, at least compared to some of his later works. Oh, you recently finished Ever 17, right? No, just Never 7. Although I will be reading the original PC version of Ever 17 sometime soon, and hopefully that Steam port of Memory's off too. Speaking of Never 7, I think it provides a kind of mystery that would satisfy fans of When They Cry, at least to some extent. I would just recommend staying far away from that Switch and Steam port. Unless you want to support the localization of titles like these, then I totally get buying it that way. That was a short nap. Supporting localization is great. Please support earnest translators and let them be paid what they're worth. More. Akari, we thought one of Tomitake's endings took you out. What can I say? These Tomitake sure are dangerous. On the topic of support, Yakiniku Banzai, the developers of Tomitake Princess, the developer of Tomitake Princess has a few games available for purchase on Steam right now. I would recommend checking out War of the Human Tanks. It's very affordable, even off sale. I'm surprised they're still active. I picked up a copy of Hinamizawa Kaiki Navigator recently. I've been eyeing that one on Surugaya for a while now. Have you tried it out yet? No, I haven't. I'm only beginning studying Japanese, so I'm not really confident going into a game fully in Japanese just yet. I can't say I have either. Translating while writing my own original work takes up too much of my time to read so much cool stuff. Oh, original works? That's very interesting. What kind of stuff have you been working on? Too many things. But recently, I've been writing a novel with a good friend of mine. There isn't a lot of information I can give about it at the moment, but I'm really excited for when I can. Well, since I mentioned the Yakiniku Banzai, it reminded me that we have a few more people to mention before we close out. Firstly, Shtu. He assisted me with getting my bearings with System 4 and its available tools. He couldn't make he's fucking dead. We're using a PNG of the memorial picture that you use at a funeral in Japan. Okay. He couldn't make it out today, but the Tomitakes are very sorry about what they did to him and will miss him dearly. Rain also assisted in playtesting, but she couldn't make it out to today's discussion. Let it be known her love for yaoi knows no bounds. Next up is Nunuhara, the maintainer of the X System 4 project. If everything goes well and I hear back from them, then you'll be reading this scene in X System 4. My god. Is it the spoiler? Is it the spoiler for Umineko? Also, Aya's Cherry / TG Time, who created the lovely Rika plush you've been seeing. I seriously need those Delaner and Yuki plushies ASAP. Or Delanor, probably. And finally, Cabbage. Plush made, Cabbage.plush made Aru Shiel plush. That Shiel is so cute. I take Shiel everywhere, so she's a little worse for wear. Maybe your next vacation with her could be to Tomitake Island. I was about to say that. I read vacation and immediately went to Tomitake Island in my head. Oh my god. I respectfully decline. Oh please, Kohaku is much better than Shield. Both of these, like both of them are wrong. We all know Shield is trash. We all know Kohaku is terrible. There are much better waifus you can have out there. Before an all-out war starts behind the scenes, I wanted to thank you all again for reading Tomitake Princess. I'd also like to thank you for finding and reading the secret staff room. I hope you can always stay this perverted. Happy April Fool's Day 2026. I'll see you all in another world, somewhere, somehow. Thanks for reading, Oni-chan. Happy April Fools. Thanks for reading. Happy April Fools. And I think that's it for Tomitake Princess. That staff room took longer than one of the routes. Holy fuck. But anyway, I think we'll call it here for today. I only wanted to do a quick short stream because it is gonna rain. I don't know if it's gonna fuck up my internet. So so I think we'll stop it here. So let's do some final thoughts and everything on the stream end screen. Jeez. Let's put this fucking music. There it is. Okay. Oh boy. So for all of you who are here today, you've made history. If you've joined me today for this playthrough, you've made history, as this is probably the only time this game will ever be broadcast on Twitch. I don't think any other person has ever played this. I don't like online, like live to a group of people. And I'm pretty sure if I look at, let's check YouTube real quick. Tomitake Princess. There's only one video on Tomitake Princess right now, and it's more than likely just a music video, and it is 4 minutes long and 16 years old. This thing came out in 2010, and that is all we have of Tomitake Princess on YouTube until Friday. I'm gonna edit this shit tonight or something and then like get it posted by Friday. But that has been Tomitake Princess. I genuinely wonder what this like how this series like fits into the Higurashi like universe. Because remember, they mentioned it's a shard that Rika was looking into. Or, you know, not she wasn't looking into it, but it's a shard in another world or whatever. So I can only imagine that Rika saw Keiichi go through all 12 routes and then destroyed the world at the end because she did not want to fucking see this shit ever. She's like, I want to spend the summer of 1983 with my friends. I don't want Keiichi to go off to fucking Tomitake Island and spend time with 12 Tomitake that somehow spawned out of nowhere. But anyway, I think we'll be calling it here for today.